Well, what on earth am I thinking this time? Time to have another review of more Ryobi stuff, because I do quite like Ryobi. I am a Ryobi fan. As you can see here, there's going to be a bigger Ryobi review and unboxing coming up, but for now we're going to be doing this little vacuum cleaner, this little 18 volt. It's the One Plus, part of the One Plus range, so we've got 18 volts. Uses them little normal batteries as you would have. This is just one of the cheaper ones without the little gauge on it or whatever. It's 1.3 amp hour. Now this, I got the one that doesn't come with a battery, so I don't need it, but I always like Ryobi boxes. Ryobi boxes are very nice. I think I've said this before. They always have very nice boxes. They're quite cheap products. Well, not some are cheap, some are a bit overpriced, but they do come with nice boxes. Now I've already opened this to make it easier, and let's see what we get inside. Got a little label on there. Usual packing as you would expect. There we go. Booklets full of instructions, as if anyone would be unable to operate a vacuum cleaner. Anyway, so this is the nice little unit. Very nice indeed. Feels quite sturdy. This is what I do like about Ryobi stuff, is everything feels really well built and nothing feels flimsy about. I've never had a Ryobi product that feels flimsy. So I would say that this is well made, but I'm not expecting it to do very well, to tell you the truth, because of the way that it's set up. It's, for those of you that are already vacuum geeks and you've come to my channel because of the vacuum cleaner videos that I do from time to time, you would have already have spotted that this is just an old sort of conventional type of handheld vacuum cleaner, and the filter setup, if I can get the filter out, I don't know where it comes out. Oh, it's got a little filter there, but what's going to happen is all the dirt, I don't think that comes out, it must come out, there we go, all the dirt and dust is going to get sucked and stuck around this little mesh, and then you'll lose all your suction. You know, you're supposed to, that's your little compartment where all the dirt goes, and you just empty that out. Now all the dirt is going to get stuck around this little mesh, but at the end of the day, let's be honest, right, this is, for once, it's only cheap. I think it was 27 quid. So for 27 quid, you're getting quite a good product, I think. But we will see how it does. But I'm telling you now, all the dust is going to get stuck. And bearing in mind that this is made for the sort of, well, it ain't commercial, is it? Although I dare say a few people do use it, you know, when they're doing building work and things in people's houses. But because it's part of the tools range, it's going to be aimed at people that do a lot of DIY and stuff. So it's going to be designed to pick up things like wood shavings and, you know, sawdust and things like that. So you'd think that they'd make a better filtration, because that's just all going to get stuck around that mesh. But we will see how it goes. I'm not going to do like a demonstration in this video, but I will do a test. I'll go and get I'll get the saw and just cut up some random wood and put a part of dust on the carpet and see what it picks up, and see how the old filter manages to cope. We've got like a little crevice tool here with a brush on the end of it. Poke that out. That is a little bit flimsy actually. I'm not, but let's be honest, who's going to use a crevice tool on a little handheld vacuum? Not many people, I wouldn't have thought. But it is a nice little design, and it is a nice thing for them to include, I won't ever be using a little crevice tool, not with this. If I use this for anything, it'll just be for getting rid of little sawdust spillages and whatever. Let's put on this battery. It's only a small battery. It should be powerful enough to power it though. And see what happens when we turn it on. Is it going to be loud or is it going to be quiet? I've got a funny feeling it's going to be fairly noisy. Yep, actually it's not as noisy as I was expecting. I thought it was going to be proper like whiny and just loud, but it ain't. This is actually a 2016 model, bearing in mind I bought it in 2017, so they're obviously sitting around in a warehouse for quite a while. As I said, all that, there's only a small amount of sawdust left on this carpet because I did vacuum it. I only used a Henry to vacuum it, mind you. Didn't use anything substantial, but there's a little bit of sawdust left on here, and it did indeed get sucked up, and it is stuck in that little filter. So if you're going to be using this when you're doing a lot of DIY, and you're sucking up sort of sawdust and wood shavings and that, you will have to expect it to get blocked up and lose a lot of suction relatively quickly. But other than that, I think it's a very nice vacuum. There's no bad points about it really. The only bad point is the way they've set up the filtration. However, that's to be expected really, because you're paying 20 quid or 26 quid, you know, for a good product. It's very sturdy. You could pay more money. You could pay about 30 quid. Oh, what happened here then? Is it broken already? That's better, went on properly. You could pay for the same money, or up to about 30 quid, and you can get another brand, like Hoover, for example. Really flimsy brand. And, you know, it won't be as good. It'll be really flimsy. All the plastic is bad. But on this, you know, it's good plastic. Look, nothing squeaks. Nothing is... This is what I look for. This is what I hate when I buy stuff. This is why I don't buy Dysons, yeah? People who know me and watch my channel, you know that I hate Dysons. They're expensive, which the price would be valid if the product was good. But Dysons, they creak and they rattle, and the plastic is just too flimsy. They shouldn't be any more than about 70 or 80 quid for them. You know, but the plastic is really bad and really cheap on a Dyson. And anyone who's got a Dyson, I'm sure you can relate. They rattle and they squeak. As you pick them up, as you move them, they squeak and make noises. Whereas this, you know, all the Ryobi products, but this is, I can't make anything, even by squeezing on this. There's no moving, no squeaking, nothing. None of that noise what plastic makes, you know. Very sturdy product. So yeah, I'm pleased with this. I probably won't use it that often, but I'm pleased with it. I think it's pretty good. You can obviously put a bigger capacity batteries in there. I just plucked this one off the shelf just for a demonstration. It's perfectly good for it. It's only a little vacuum cleaner. That's very nice. If you do want a little cheap vacuum, don't buy the other brands, you know. I would definitely recommend Ryobi. The only downfall is if you don't have any Ryobi products, you're going to have to go and buy yourself a battery to go with it, unless you can get one that comes with a battery, but then it's going to be more expensive because these batteries aren't exactly cheap. But if you've got loads of or even one or two Ryobi products, yeah, and you do want a little handheld vacuum, definitely get this one. Don't go for another brand because it'll be a load of crap. This is pretty good. I'm telling you, I'm giving Ryobi all these good, you know, endorsements. They should be sending me free stuff to review. Ryobi, send me some free stuff, man, and I'll review it and give it a good old test. But for now, I will continue to buy it. Sweet. And if you liked my reviews, particularly on Ryobi stuff, do stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks there'll be this lawnmower coming up, and there'll be a strimmer and a couple of other bits and bobs in the next few weeks. I'll dot the videos in amongst all the other videos. Sweet.